They say you can make $500 a day with AI agents, hands off, zero employees, while you're on the couch debating whether pineapple belongs on pizza. The videos make it look like you push a magic button and boom, your bank account's wearing sunglasses and sipping a drink with an umbrella in it. Well, yes and no. Today we're breaking down what AI agents actually are, the hustles that can really make money, and the traps that'll eat your time faster than TikTok eats your afternoon. This is Supposedly Rich, where we slice through the internet's business hype like it's day-old sushi and figure out what's real. So what even is an AI agent? Imagine ChatGPT got a personal trainer, drank 3 Red Bulls, learned how to open 47 browser tabs at once, and decided to start running errands for you online. They don't just answer questions, they book appointments, scrape websites, send emails, crunch numbers. Basically an intern that never sleeps, doesn't complain, and costs less than your Netflix subscription. They also don't mysteriously disappear in the middle of the day like actual interns. Sounds amazing, right? Well, here's the catch. Just because your AI agent can do something doesn't mean it's making you a dime. A hammer can technically build a house, but hand it to the wrong person and you're just getting new holes in your wall. So let's start with hustle number 1, the one that's got people acting like they've struck digital oil, the local business lead machine. The pitch is simple. Your AI agent finds every business in your city without a website, grabs their contact info, and pitches them one. Boom, $500 a pop. Yes, this is actually doable. You can set up an agent to scan Google Maps, pull lists of businesses, check which ones are missing websites, and spit out a neat spreadsheet. Then it can auto-draft emails that look like they were lovingly crafted just for that business but are actually high-tech Mad Libs. Here's the reality check. It's not plug-and-play money. You still have to sell. And unless your agent has secretly been moonlighting as a closer's bootcamp graduate, it's not doing that part for you. Cold emailing a stranger and closing a $500 gig, that's a skill. And if you don't have it, all you're doing is sending politely worded spam. Also, some of those email lists your agent finds, outdated, misspelled, or belonging to a guy who hasn't run that business since 2014. But if you already know how to pitch and can deliver a decent website, landing 1 client a day gets you to that magic number. And why stop at random leads when you could have your agent laser target your rival's weaknesses and serve them up like a roast chicken? Which brings us to hustle number 2, the competitor crusher. The idea here is deliciously petty. Have your AI agent stalk your competitors' websites, analyze their pricing and features, and hand you a battle plan to beat them. You can set it up to visit every pricing page in your niche, compare features side by side, highlight gaps you can exploit, and even spit out a slick pitch deck with all the juicy details. Here's the reality check. This is lethal if you actually have something to sell. If your offer is still in the works, you're basically just gathering blackmail material you can't use. And outdated info is your enemy. Nothing says trust me like confidently quoting last year's pricing. Again, the agent isn't going to walk into the meeting and close the deal. But if you're in B2B sales or consulting, landing even 1 client using this kind of intel could blow past $500 a day. And if you happen to enjoy the subtle thrill of dismantling a rival's marketing strategy over coffee, this one's just a bonus hobby. Not into going toe-to-toe with competitors? Then maybe you'd prefer your agent to deliver high-value opportunities to your inbox every morning like a money butler. Hustle number 3, the property scout. Real estate folks love this one. The agent scans real estate listings every morning, filters them by your criteria, runs the numbers, and sends you the best deals before you've even considered changing out of pajamas. It can pull fresh listings by location, price, and rental potential, run quick cash flow and ROI analysis, and highlight hot picks so you can pounce before anyone else. The reality? Incredible if you're actually investing. If you're not, then congratulations. You've just automated your Zillow daydreaming habit. It needs access to reliable listing data, which sometimes means API access, scraping setups, or paying for a service. And its math is only as good as the inputs you give it, which means if you feed it bad numbers, you're just getting bad numbers faster. But in real estate, speed is everything. Getting to a deal before the competition could be worth thousands, way more than $500 a day, assuming you have the capital to pull the trigger. Of course, most of us aren't impulse buying duplexes next week, so let's talk about an agent that can make you look like a content powerhouse even if your creative spark has the wattage of a potato. Hustle number 4, the infinite content calendar. The promise is intoxicating. Your AI agent builds a month's worth of social media posts, ideas, captions, hashtags, even Canva templates. You just hit post and bask in the illusion that you're a marketing genius. Set it up and it can research your niche's top trends, generate daily hooks and captions, suggest trending audio for Reels and TikToks, and cue it all up so it looks like you're everywhere at once. Reality check, fantastic for breaking creative block. But unedited AI captions have the flavor of unsalted crackers, and some platforms aren't big fans of obvious automation. Post too mechanically, and you might get less reach than a ladder at a yard sale. Plus, content without a product or offer behind it is just noise. But if you already have something to sell, a steady drip of posts can absolutely lead to $500 days. And now, the grand finale. The hustle that gets hyped more than a Marvel trailer, but usually crashes harder than Morbius. Hustle number 5, the e-commerce autopilot. This is the internet's favorite fantasy, an AI agent that runs your dropshipping store, finds products, writes descriptions, and runs ads while you do absolutely nothing. It can scan supplier sites for trending items, auto-generate SEO-friendly product listings, and suggest ad creatives and targeting. Reality check. Yes, it can list products. No, it won't magically make them sell. Ads still need human oversight unless your idea of fun is setting money on fire. And without a proven product and audience, this is just automated busy work with a side of disappointment. For experienced e-com sellers, it's a time saver. For beginners, it's a shortcut to learning why set it and forget it is not a viable business model unless you're trying to forget your bank balance. So, can AI agents really get you to $500 a day? Here's the truth. They're not golden geese, they're power tools. Hand one to a skilled builder and you get a masterpiece. Hand one to someone who thinks ROI is a yoga pose and you get drywall damage. If you already have a side hustle or business, these agents can help you scale and maybe hit that $500 per day goal faster. If you're starting from zero, you'll need to learn the basics before the AI is anything more than a novelty. So here's your challenge. Pick one boring, repetitive task you do every week and see if an AI agent can handle the first draft. Worst case, you wasted an hour. Best case, you just bought yourself extra time without giving it to a caffeine-addicted intern. Drop your results in the comments. I want to see what's actually working for real people, not just hype merchants. And if you want more dry, unsweetened reality checks on online business claims, stick around. We've got plenty more myths to slice up.